Hope everyone had a great 4th of July weekend and hope you're ready to start trading again this week. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's go over the markets. All righty. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We had another good update on Thursday. Just remember, we did not have any trading on Friday. The market was closed. Equity markets were closed on Friday. Forex, I believe Forex was open, but slight data came through. All right, but overall markets are doing well, especially the equity markets. All right, especially the equity markets. Okay, so let's go through the markets. As you guys know, we're still in all-time high territories on the indexes. The S&P, guys, buy signal was here. We are breaking all-time high on the S&P. And the same is for the NASDAQ right here. We'll take a look at the larger charts in a minute. All right, but we are breaking resistance here on the NASDAQ. I believe the NASDAQ might be your best performing index right now. Okay, so the NASDAQ, then S&P, then the Dow. The Dow is close to making new highs right here. All right, here is resistance here. So if buyers come in this week, we could break the all-time highs on the Dow. The Russell is also trading up nicely, but not close to being in all-time high territory yet, but moving up nicely. So equities are doing really well. So Stock Boss, Bullmaster traders, you should see really good trades. The VIX has stayed under 20, around 16. If you guys look here, so it's hanging around 16 right here. We need this week or even next week for the VIX to just move lower. So we've got to break support here. So let's bring this down here. We need to break support on the VIX, which is right here, move lower, right, on the VIX and get below 16. So 15, 14, 13, we need to keep moving lower on the VIX in order for the equity markets to move higher here. Most of the sectors are holding firm. Technology is still the number one sector. So if you guys look here, tech, the XLK right here, is the number one sector. All right, so your technology stocks, those are really doing well. Buy signal is here, all green candles moving up nicely here in the tech sector. Currently in the futures market, we are down. Okay, so Dow E-mini is currently down 144. NASDAQ is down 92. All right, S&P is down and the Russell is down. Dollar is currently down. All right, but hopefully in the morning when we open, right, we hopefully will open up tomorrow and close up. That's the goal. All right, so just remember, guys, when we are bullish, what you'll find in pre-market, after-market, you'll see selling, and then the market will open sometimes, not every time, up for the day. Okay, the reverse is true when the market is bearish, right? When the market is bearish, you'll see the futures up, right? Up in aftermarket, pre-market, and then down for the day. So don't be discouraged by the selling right now after market. Okay, as mentioned, the VIX keeps moving lower. We came all the way from a high of 59 all the way to 16. That's really good. That's low volatility. And we keep moving lower. This month here, early month, right? Early month, today is the 6th, so early month in July. So we have a whole month to see the VIX come down. We'd like to see this white candle here for the current month turn red. That would be awesome to see lower volatility. Okay, we'll get to the MAC 7s. We've redone our time frames. As we keep making new highs, guys, just know that we're overbought. Okay, we're near overbought territories right here. All right. Welcome. Options. As far as Rosetta, welcome. As far as options, you can certainly trade options. You can do calls on options. Okay, just when we'll go through some of our current alerts we have in our trading systems. The bottom line with options, you guys know the option traders or option traders. You could do naked calls, puts, and whatever you do with your options. But the bottom line with options, and as we go through this, is getting the direction right. Okay, so right now, wouldn't recommend puts. It's up to you guys. You do what you want to do. But calls, right? Calls right now, and it all depends on your time frame. So good question on options. Just know that you have to use the underlying, the stock, to trade that particular option. But there shouldn't be an issue finding call options right now. Okay, especially for the large cap stocks. Okay. All right. So good question. Welcome. All right. So guys, on the 240, the Dow, we've added the 240-minute time frame. All right. We normally use the daily time frame. Okay. Which is right here. All right. But we've added the 240. And the reason we want to add the 240 just because, right, we're moving higher doesn't mean sellers can't come in quickly. So moving the time frame to the 240, which is right here, if sellers come in, right, comes into this market quickly, right, will give a sell signal to get out. And if you guys notice here, we'll talk about this and we'll keep it on the 240 as we move higher. Remember, we had a big correction here, right? Big correction back in March, April, right? Made its bottom in April here, and we've moved nicely high. We've got a nice V-shaped recovery. Our buy signal was here. Our first buy signal is on the Dow. Second buy signal came in here, but look here. We are near resistance, approaching resistance here. And sellers are sitting here. So as we get, and we're right there at that resistance level, we'll really keep an eye on sellers coming in. Just remember these red candles here, these are sellers. Okay, so we're getting right at that resistance. Hopefully we can break through, continue moving higher, but we've got to be concerned with this here. Now on the daily time frame, we still have the daily here. Let's move this, and we are approaching resistance right here on the daily, and this is on the Dow. All right. However, if sellers come in on the daily time frame, this will save us about 1,000 points. Okay, about 800, 1,000 points if we can get out of this market early on the 240-minute time frame here compared to the daily time frame. Okay, so we'll continue to monitor the 240 on all of the indexes as we move forward, as the market continues to make new highs. Okay, so just remember that we want quick exits. What we don't want, sellers to come in like this and give back all those profits, all those gains. Okay, so 240, we'll keep that moving forward, and we'll see after the selling, next buy signal, we'll decide from there. Okay, on the daily time frame, guys, on the Dow, we look good to break resistance. We should break resistance this week if the buying continues. On the weekly time frame, look to break through resistance here. We should get a buy signal on the Dow on the weekly time frame if it breaks resistance right here. On the Dow monthly time frame, we are moving up nicely here. S&P, all right, look here. S&P, guys, on the 240, we've broken through resistance. Buy signal right here just like previous buy signals here that failed here, even here. This time, right, it worked out. Buy signal here, and we broke through that resistance level here. Again, we'll keep it on the 240. Purpose support and resistance. So we are getting overbought. So be aware of that. Okay, and July generally does well. August, September can be brutal for the markets. Okay, so just be aware of that. On the daily time frame, buy signal here, we are breaking resistance here on the S&P. So we're in all-time high territory, right? These are new highs. On the weekly time frame on the S&P, broke resistance here. Buy signal here came in week before last. Last week bounced, gapped up, moving higher here. So good price action. Hopefully we get another move like this, but we'll let the market do its thing, and we'll just follow the price action. Okay, S&P on the monthly time frame. See here, we are breaking out. So S&P is doing really good. Dow is doing really good. So that will help your stocks, guys. That will help your stocks and even your options if you do calls. All right, so just trade lightly, trade accordingly. On the NASDAQ, guys, on the 240, we are breaking resistance here. We broke the resistance here. This is where sellers were sitting, right here, here, and here. We finally broke the resistance, got past sellers, all right? So we knew all-time high territory on the NASDAQ. Nice V-shaped recovery here, even on the 240 here. Okay, on the daily time frame, here, right here, we are breaking resistance right here. Again, sellers are here, broke the resistance, moving higher. Again, purpose support and resistance, so keep an eye on that, please. Okay, NASDAQ on the weekly time frame, we got a buy signal here on the weekly time frame right here. All right, and now last week gapped up, moving up nicely. Nice recovery on the trend line here. All right, so nice recovery here, and now here. Nice V shape, moving higher, breaking resistance. So we got new buyers, guys, new buyers entering the market. Okay. On the monthly time frame on the NASDAQ, we're breaking resistance here. NASDAQ is at 20,000. What's that? 600. All right. Really good price action. Good for tech stocks. The Russell, guys. The Russell doing well. Russell really doing well. Came from the bottom here. Good V-shaped recovery. All right. Choppy here, but it's moving higher. We'll take this. All right, and we have resistance here. So resistance is right here. This is where buyers failed. So we got to get past this resistance and then look to target the all-time highs up here. So we're a distance away there from the all-time high on the Russell. These are small caps, but definitely we'll take this moving higher. Really good price action right here on the Russell. Okay, on the Russell, weekly time frame, we finally got some green candles. So we got 2 weeks of buying here on the Russell. On the weekly time frame here, again, all-time highs is all the way up here. And on the monthly, buy signal held. See, great job holding its trend line right here. You guys can see that. Green candles coming in here. 2 months of buying on the Russell, looking to break through resistance there. Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, guys, is holding at 109. All right. Now, remember, our sell signal, our buy signal was here at right at 94,000 and change. Our sell signal came in right at 100,000. Okay. We are waiting for a new buy signal. Now, do not rush this. If you're trading on the daily time frame, do not rush this, okay? We've got to wait. It's at 109, and I know it's tempting, but we've got to get past. Look, every time we got to this 109, 110, it pulled back. All right, so it pulled back here, pull back here. All right, pull back here, here, so it can certainly pull back. It's holding right at resistance, but we need to wait, right, for Bitcoin to break resistance. Now, this is on the daily time frame, right? So watch your different time frames, but this is on the daily time frame. So we need to break through resistance to get another buy signal, and then we'll call it. Okay, support is down here. All right, let's bring that in. Support is right here. Resistance is right here, and it's just holding here. The good news is we have all green candles. We do have a trend line right here. All right, so price is making higher highs, higher lows. We've got a triangle here. It's consolidating right in here. We can certainly get a breakout, all right, to go higher. So we're keeping an eye on it. Okay. All right, on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, same thing here. We do have a buy signal on the weekly. We don't have that on the daily, but we do have a buy signal here on the weekly, and we're looking to break through here. Gold, a bit of a pullback in gold, or a buy signal all the way down here, holding nicely here. No concern with gold. Yellow support and resistance here. No white candles, no red candles. So gold looks good. Silver, right? Silver. Now, you guys remember silver lagged a bit. Lagged in here, all through here, while gold, right, moved up nicely. So now it looks like it's silver's turn to break out. Okay, so last week, silver made a big move, guys, right here. Right, broke through, all right, here last month, and last week made a nice bounce here. Silver is at 33.51 an ounce, and silver looks really good to move higher. Buy signal was right about here. All right, crude oil, nothing, just consolidating here with crude. Bonds, nothing, which is just holding here. Dollar, guys, dollar is consolidating. Now the dollar has moved lower, and you guys should have noticed some movement. Finally got some movement in Forex. Okay, but it looks like we might be consolidating again. So Forex, still no direction. So trade accordingly. Just be careful. But the good news is the dollar finally broke out of this consolidation here. All right, keeps moving lower at 96.97. That's not good for the dollar, guys. On the weekly time frame, next support, we've gotten past a big support here. Previous resistance becomes support. We've gotten past that support level, and we're looking to move lower. All right, next big support on the dollar, all right, is 89. Now, we did have some shorts in the dollar pairs, not as smooth, okay, on the way down. But if you guys traded those, good job. On the monthly time frame on the dollar, next support again right about here, $89. So even on the monthly time frame, you guys can see next target, red candles coming in here, just like red candles came in here, and we can certainly count this here. All right, no buyers in sight on the dollar. They're not buying the dollar, guys. So on the daily time frame, they're shorting the dollar. On the weekly time frame, they're shorting the dollar, and on the monthly time frame, they're shorting the dollar. Okay, so we can certainly make a case that the dollar index could find support somewhere around 89. Okay, so that's the goal right now. As far as trading it, it's still choppy on the way down. So just be careful. Okay, be careful. All right. Pound yen. So the yen pair is trying to make a move higher. Okay, we are getting near a big resistance level here. You guys remember, right? We were stuck within a range here. Okay, we've moved that range up to right up here, all right, in pound yen. And you guys know pound yen and the yen pairs right, will move the Forex market just like the dollar. So buy signal is here in pound yen on the daily time frame. As far as breaking out of the range, getting out of this consolidation and getting movement like this, a trend like this, we got to get past resistance here. So the good news in pound yen, we have a buy signal, all green candles, but again, we got to get past this resistance here. We're going to make this much larger here. So let's do this, because this is a big deal. All right, so let's make this much larger here. All right, so we've got to get past resistance right here. All right, to really see pound yen move and the market, the Forex market move. Okay. All right, let's go to current positions. I spent a lot of time on this, but it's important information, guys. We've got to get through that. All right, so Monster Scalper, let's go to current positions. We don't have any positions on shorts, no shorts. No, that doesn't mean you guys can't take any shorts, okay? They're just risky right now, all right? But we do have some long positions. We're being very conservative here. We do have some long positions on the 240, okay? None on the 60 minute, on the 240. Those are the only trades right now. Okay, so EUR/TRY buy signal all the way down here, choppy on the way up, but it's holding the trade here. So this is for a lot of pips, guys, almost 300 pips. Okay, so buy signal here keeps moving higher, no red candle, no sell signal. Again, choppy, all right, but has held and still holding. EUR/TRY, all right. The next euro pair, EUR/HKD, buy signal here, holding nicely here. Purple support and resistance. Keep an eye on that, please. Okay. EUR/SGD, buy signal here, holding nicely here. All green candles, nothing to do. Let it run. And euro dollar, buy signal here. Purple support and resistance. All green candles here, so we'll continue to hold that. We look to break resistance here and keep moving higher. We do have one yen pair. So Swiss yen, buy signal here. All green candles breaking resistance here. Let's see if we can break the high right here and keep moving higher. Okay, so the trades that we are holding continue to do really, really well. All right, so that's good. Just that we don't have a ton of trades right now. Okay. You guys can see though, however, in equities, we have a lot of trades here in equities. Now we added stocks on, when was it? Thursday. Some stocks in Stock Boss and in Bull Master. Let's go through those. Okay. We will not add any stocks this evening. Since we did that on Thursday, we'll look to add, we'll see as far as Forex, if we can add some of these yen pairs. Okay, let's go through current positions in Stock Boss. Okay, so these are small cap stocks, guys. These are small caps, really managed by the Russell, right? So as the Russell moves higher, these small cap stocks should move higher. So let's go through these. We have quite a few. These stocks in Stock Boss will be under $10. All right. So these stocks are under $10. And we're looking, most of these stocks should hold, right? Market's been moving higher, but we're looking to find sell signals so that if you're in the trade, you could exit when the market opens tomorrow. Okay, so what we're looking for, all green candles, your symbol will be here. All right, so the symbol will be here as we go through these. We want green candles. White candles will continue to hold. If we've got red candles, which are sellers, will close the trade. White arrow, also sell signal by our system, will close the trade. Okay, we'll go through this quickly. We have quite a bit here. So AMTX, All right, our buy signal was here as an example at 185. Nice move higher on Thursday, closed at 306. We're approaching our first target, which is right here at 380, 364, doing really good. So we need green candles to the right here. White candles will still hold. Red candles will sell. White arrow will call a sell signal. Okay? All right. Green candles will hold. This is a new one here. Buy signal, CFL. Green candles we are holding. Green candles we are holding. Good. 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 Some of these with these new buy signals, guys, these were added on Thursday. Good. Good. Green candles here. Good. Good. As far as options, if you want to do options, small caps, not very good for options. Okay, so large caps in Bull Master, the more expensive stocks, those are better for options. INTR, red candle here, gap down. Our buy signal was at 623, closed on Friday. Right, we got a red candle, close the trade, please. All right, good price action here. Good. All green candles. Good. Good price action. Good. 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 White candles we can still hold right now because market's still bullish. Good. We'll run heat seeker to see how many stocks came out on Thursday. All right, good job. So Stock Boss is holding nicely here. All right, we did get a sell signal, AEF. So buy signal came in at 111, guys. Right, closed on Friday at, what's that, about 96. So close this trade, please. Nice. So overall, small cap stocks are holding nicely in Stock Boss. Okay. VNET, this is one we called on Thursday, guys. This is a really good setup here. All right, really good setup. Buy signal came in at on Thursday 7.57, came from $16. A good setup there. Okay, good support there. VTEX gave a sell signal, and it reached its target. All right, so buy signal was at 531. Sell signal came in at 627. Close the trade, please. Good, good. All right. FIP, good setup here. Here is your markdown phase. So here's your sell-in here. And here is your markup phase here. All right. Buy signal came in at 541. Good price action, guys. Right. Getting ready to break through near-term resistance here. And then your target is all the way up here at $10 and change. Okay. So Stock Boss, small caps performing really well. Let's take a look at Bull Master. These are your large cap stocks over $10. Okay. Over $10. These should perform really well because they tend to hold much better than your small cap stocks, okay? And we've got a ton of green in here. That's what we want to see, right? Lots of green in here, okay? So let's go through this same thing. All right, green candles will hold. All right, green candles. Some of these are brand new. So this is a newer trade here. We call and we are breaking resistance here. Very choppy, but we are getting past sellers here. Buy signal and we are breaking out. Okay. All right, good price action here. CMP buy signal came in at $12, guys. We're still holding it at $22. Really good price action. Don't be lazy like me. Bring in your lines, okay? Now, I go through a lot of these. When we do this, you guys don't go through a lot of these. So, all right, no excuse not to bring in your trend lines, okay? So mark down phase, mark up, buy signal here, moving higher here, okay? All right, so continue to hold that. Good price action here, CRS. That's what we like to see. Good, good. All green candles. Look at this one here. Good, 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 good. ATRO give a sell signal. Buy signal was here. Broke support, sell signal. Let's close that. That trade is over. Good. Good price action there. Good. Good. Look at that. And what we want to pay attention to the overall market, guys. We've seen a lot of buying, lots of stocks moving higher, right? If we were bearish, it would be the reverse, right? We would not have, any of this stock. We might have 10, 20 at the most, okay? So we're bullish. The institutions are buying, right? So FIX buy signal here at 380, 382. All right, trading at 540. Good trade here. Good, good, good. Good price action. We have a lot, so I've got to get through these. Market's really strong. That doesn't mean it can't turn, and we'll know if it turns. Good price. Look at that. Good, good. We'll know if it turns. All right, METC, big red candle here, guys. Our buy signal was at 10.54, closed. Well, big red candle here closed at 9.99 right there. We should be out. I know it moved higher here, but we should be out on this red candle. So if you're still in, close the trade. Good? Good. Good. These stocks are jumping. So our stock boss traders, we've been talking about this, right? No surprise. You guys should, our stock boss traders, bull master traders, right? You guys should be all over this market. GDS, perfect buy signal here. Nice breakout here. So many opportunities, guys. It's not always like this now. Robinhood, right here. Buy signal was at $50. You guys remember when we called this, right? $50 trading at 94. Amazing move. Reaccumulation trade there. No excuse not to be in these stocks. trading equities. Look at that. Good trade. All right. And we do not know how long this move will last. Okay. So now is the time. TTMI, look at this trade, guys. Buy signal came at $24, holding nicely, trading at 44. Really good trade here. Look at that trend line all the way up. Mark down, mark up. Oh. We're doing good on time. So mark down, mark up, broke resistance here and just took off. All right. Buy signal came in here. Look at that trade here. Really good trade there. And that's just one. All right. New one here. New buy signal. Good trade going here. ZS buy signal came in right here on a break of this resistance at 216, trading at 314. Really good trade. No signs of sellers, guys. All green candles, yellow support and resistance. Looking to break through that resistance here. Good trade there. Okay. All right. Another one here. So market's doing really well, doing its job. So S&P, NASDAQ, really what's causing the move here in large cap stocks in bull master. And just remember, small caps, that's comes from the Russell, right? Less expensive stocks there, under $10, all right? So big difference between Forex and equities. This is where capital is flowing, right? In equities. So pay attention, right? It's not what we want to trade. It's what they're buying, right? All right. On the US 30, guys, we have a buy signal here. On the US 30, it's been trading really well recently. Finally got out of all of that consolidation on the US 30. So we do have a buy signal. We haven't called this buy signal. We'll see what it does. We might call it overnight. We'll send that. If we call it, we'll send the alert out to our, we'll post it in the SKOOL community. Okay, previous trades did really well. Bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here. We have a buy signal here. And we are breaking resistance. So we have a buy signal pullback, had some red candles here. We haven't called it yet. We'll call it if it breaks through resistance here. So if it breaks through the high with a green candle right here, we'll go ahead and call it. On the daily time frame, looks really good. Be aware though, we are getting overbought on the daily, guys. Okay. All right, so we are getting overbought. This is where sellers came in before. So we always need to be aware, right? Resistance above, right? So we have resistance above here. This is where sellers came in here. Pull back, pull back, pull back here. And we are approaching resistance here. Purple support and resistance, just like here and like here. So we are getting overbought. Keep an eye on that, okay? But on the daily time frame, on the 60-minute time frame, we're trending fine. We've gotten past the highs, purple support and resistance. So it's trading fine, but just know that we're getting overbought. Same thing here on the NAS 100. Buy signal here, we're getting a bit overbought here. And we did not call the trade here on the NAS also. If we get past the highs here on the NAS, we'll post the trade. okay, in the SKOOL community. All right, let's run Stock Boss Heat Seeker quickly here. See how many stocks we've got in Heat Seeker. All right, we track over 21,000 stocks here, and we do it quickly here. So out of 21,000, we have 163 in Stock Boss, guys. That's a big number. All right, anything over 60, 70 in Stock Boss is great. So 163, did we say 163? That's a lot. All right, so we know they're buying, right? And they're buying every single sector. Okay, they're buying every single sector, and these are small cap stocks. So they're continuing to buy, push the price higher. That's really good. A Bull Master, if we've got 163 in Stock Boss, boy, imagine how many we've got in Bull Master. Let's see here. And I haven't ran this. So Bull Master 277. Okay, that's a lot, guys. So 277 stocks in Bull Master. In Bull Master, if we can get it around 100, we are doing good. All right, so 277. No surprise where they're putting capital and where they're buying. Okay, not that it's a guarantee. So if we go through these stocks, not that it's a guarantee, but if we know what we're doing and we get in these positions, right, a good chance we'll do well. Because guess what? We're following the overall market, and the market is moving. Okay, so our Bull Master traders, I can't say this enough. Our Bull Master traders and our Stock Boss traders, right? Our Stock Boss traders. All right, you guys have your systems. Okay, what I hate to find out is, a month, 2 months later, I'm getting messages from our Stock Boss traders, Bull Master traders, right? That can we get in now? And it's too late. Okay, so now it's the time. It's been the time to get in. So take advantage. Okay, that's why we do this. That's why we're here. Monster Scalper. Let's go through our Monster Scalper. Now, we are back in Forex and we're consolidating. So these markets rotate. Okay, just like we have limited amount of capitals. Limited amount of capital. These institutions have limited amount of capital. Okay, so they go from one market to the next. Right now they're buying, and I keep saying this, right? We keep saying this. Right now they're buying equities. They're not buying the Forex market. Okay, this is why we continue to see consolidation. Every time we start to get volatility, all right, and the market moves higher, equity markets moves higher, guess what? Forex slows down. Okay, so we are still choppy. Doesn't mean, and we have a lot of monster scalper traders out there, doesn't mean we can't find opportunities here and there. Okay, but just be aware we are consolidating. So we are consolidating, okay, about 50% consolidation on the 240. On the 60-minute time frame, about the same thing, about halfway there. And look at the price action here. Even with the yen pairs that are trying to break out, we are still consolidating. Okay, so just be aware of that, guys. Be aware. This price action here is very, very different from the price action we just saw in equities. Okay, this very different price action. We have a lot of red candles, right? Lots of selling. All right, lots of selling. Look at that here, USD NOK. You would think, right, a dollar pair with the dollar breaking down, that any dollar pair should be trending down. Look at this. That's not tradable. All right, USD NOK on the 60-minute time frame is not tradable. Okay, our highest pair, let me take a look here. On the 240, the 240 is the best performing time frame in Forex. Okay. USD HKD is the number one trending pair. And look at this. EUR, SEK is the second most trending pair on the 240. And look at this. Okay, it is breaking out, but that's about it. And that's the highest trending pair here. Okay, NZD Swiss on the short side, that's it. Look at the consolidation here on the daily. Okay, look at that, guys. Okay, so very, very different markets. That's why we have different systems and we trade different markets. Okay, so I know it's tough. All right, the Euro pairs, we have some trades. The Euro pairs, like we went through, those are the trades that we're in, EUR, TRY, but that's about it. All right, so we have Euro, EUR, SEK up here. We have EUR, pound, Euro pound here, EUR, TRY here, EUR, HKD, all right, EUR, NZD. That's about it, the Euro pairs, guys. Okay, so just be aware of that, okay? All right. We've brought back Forex Dominator. So we're good on time. We've brought back Forex Dominator, not to trade, because I know you guys don't like trading on the daily time frame, all right, in Forex Dominator. But we've brought it back. So we'll start looking for finding those trends. We will not post the trades in the SKOOL community, but we'll use it as a reference for the Forex market. Okay. All right. So I'm done, and the best thing I can tell our traders is if you're using now, if you don't have Bullmaster, don't have Stock Boss, all right. If you decide to trade equities, if you don't have the systems, just be careful trading out there, okay? Because once sellers come in, we've got to get out. But our Stock Boss traders, our Bullmaster traders, this market's making all-time highs, okay? And we want to be all over these trades here. Even if your favorite market might be Forex or futures, we've got to go where they're buying. And right now they're buying. This is your easiest trade, right? Equities right now, especially your large cap stocks, that's the easiest trade, okay? And I almost forgot. The Mag 7s, okay? Your Mag 7 stocks. NVIDIA is really doing well. Finally broke out. Okay, well, buy signal, most recent buy signal came in at 122, which is not a bad buy signal after the correction. Almost a perfect buy signal here on a break of resistance. And guys, it's trading at 159. That's really good for NVIDIA. Okay, I think we have a price target at 200 for NVIDIA, and that's just a price target. Okay, we don't have any resistance above, so there's room to move higher. It's in all-time high territory. Okay, Microsoft looks good. Our buy signal on Microsoft came in at 430, trading at 498 in Microsoft. No sign of slowing down yet. All green candles here, all-time highs. Amazon, all right, buy signal here, right, breaking resistance. Next target right here. Meta, Facebook, we're near its all-time highs right here. Buy signal, we look to break out. So these stocks are looking great. Even Apple gave a new buy signal. Okay, after struggling here for first half of the year here, got a buy signal here on Thursday in Apple, guys. So even Apple, after all of this, finally gave a buy signal here at 213. We'll see if we can get to about 249, 250 here as a target. And Google right here, buy signal here, recent buy signal moving up nicely. And Tesla is struggling a bit. Okay, so our buy signal here, we got some red candles, so we've called a sell signal. If we can get past resistance here, we'll call another buy signal. But overall, All right, the MAG 7's doing really well, and the MAGs right here, MAGS, which we use to track the MAG 7, has a buy signal here, and we're breaking resistance. So when you look at the MAG 7s, Magnificent 7 stocks moving higher, the indexes, right? So the Dow, even on the 240, all right, and the daily, the S&P on the 240 and the daily, all right, the NASDAQ on the 240 and the daily, all right, and even the Russell here, right, we know where price is going, okay, and this is the market. We've been talking about this. This is the market. This is why most of your opportunities, we don't decide what we need to trade, right? We let the market decide. That's why we don't have a lot of opportunities here, right? In Forex, most of your opportunities are here. Okay? All right. I'm done. Okay, guys, thanks for coming. I will see everyone on Tuesday. If you guys need to reach out to me, just contact me in our SKOOL community, okay? Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Okay, guys, take care. Equities, equities, equities. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.